you don't know the U.S. Constitution, it's a federated system where we have 50 sovereign entities, right, known as states, and then we have another sovereign that was created by those 50 states, known as the national government. So the superior authority to the national federal government is 2/3 of the states. If they agree on something, will surpass any authority that our federal government tries to assert. With that framework, right now our federal executive branch is completely illegitimate, and it is completely conducting lawless activity since it came into place with the help of the Chinese Communist Party, with Ukrainian and other elements throughout the globe, as we see because of the financial and influence peddling of the current Biden criminal syndicate. So we have a lawless, illegitimate criminal syndicate that is sitting and squatting in our White House. Now, throughout history, there have been many ways to remove illegal, illegitimate occupiers. But our Constitution allows us to do it in a framework that's lawful, and we can also do it in a peaceful manner, exercising our First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. The way we do that is we get the governors, in this instance, the Texas governor, on Monday last week announced he declared war on the lawless and illegitimate executive branch. That is the summary of his one-page statement. The Attorney General of Texas, the lead prosecutor of Texas, Ken Paxton, followed up with that and explained specifically what that means. So if you look at Article 4, Section 4 of the U.S. Constitution, the states agreed when they created the federal national government that the federal national government's responsibility was to protect the states from invasion. They are not only derelict in their duties, they're not only ignoring the invasion, they are facilitating the invasion. Why? Because it benefits China, it benefits Russia, Iran, and all of our other adversaries in the world. Because a weak America allows China to continue to rise into first position globally in global influence. It allows Russia to move into the second position if the United States continues down this path of internal turmoil, again, facilitated by the foreign actors that I mentioned. And so when a governor announces that the federal government is now conducting lawless activity under their authority, and when 25 other states, for a majority 26, agree with that, that means a majority of the nation's sovereigns, 26 out of 50, and as you see more and more people join the convoy, the people are also going to be agreeing that the federal government is not only we've already shown that over the last 3 years that the 2020 election completely illegal, completely illegitimate, not only in 6 or 7 states, in 39 states where they changed the rules because of the Chinese Communist Party flu bio incident at the lab in Wuhan took place, changed the laws illegally on how we conduct elections, certified an illegal occupant in the White House, and now are basically, we're at like 75-80% of the country believes that. Now, if you go online, it looks like less than 75-80% because your bots and AI algorithms are trying to convince you that only a fringe number of people know that the 2020 election was illegal, right? The dynamics have changed because we have Telegram, Truth Social, Getter, Gab, Rumble, and now with Elon Musk purchasing X, we now have a venue to prove to the rest of society all of the illegalities from the 2020 election, as well as all of the illegalities and belligerent activity of this current belligerent occupying syndicate, the Biden criminal syndicate in the White House. And so to kind of to wrap it up and close, when the federal government is told by the states, the majority of the states, that they are in violation of the Constitution, which is the contract between the states and the federal government, under that article, and then under Article 1, Section 10, Section 3 allows the states, when there is an invasion, particularly when the federal government doesn't do anything about it, to defend themselves. So right now, Texas is defending itself from not only an invasion across the border from Mexico, they are putting on notice the federal government particularly the executive branch of the federal government, which is outlined in Article 2 of our U.S. Constitution. And essentially saying, we are declaring war on you because you are violating our Constitution. And people think, oh, declaring war, oh, violence. No, war can look very differently under different circumstances. The first phase of this, and I suspect it'll end with only this phase, is when millions of people exercise their First Amendment, become knowledgeable, and read Governor Abbott's one-page statement. Read Attorney General Ken Paxton's 3-page statement laying out specific details on what that looks like. And when enough people start to understand that and participate and demand and reject and try to stop their friends, family that are serving in this lawless and illegitimate executive branch, to start working from within to tell their leadership that, you know what, or I pronounce it failureship, to go ahead and stop these activities and actually help Texas and the rest of the country protect its borders, that's where we're going to start seeing resolution to this problem.